What's up, guys? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Sorry about the video last night, but I can go back. Somebody suggested to go back. Yeah, I'll surely definitely go back. It's just weird what happened. Moved the data from my drive to another drive, to the actual drive that I do the editing on. You want to see Ray? What's up, Ray? How you doing? You want some food? Huh? See if I can get it out of my pocket without disturbing the camera, shall I? How about this? Put it over there, shall we? Whoop. There he goes. This is what happens every time I come out in the garden. Always. I can't do anything. I have to walk around with a pocket full of hot dogs in a tissue. So, to get to the point of this video is, I want to build a new room. I have two places for it, but today I'll talk about one place, and maybe tomorrow I'll talk about the other place. So, first of all, this isn't what you call extremely tidy. This is a mess from the last flood, and not really knowing what to do next. So, but I'll show you. This is like my laundry area, rescue area, and so on. Let me go to the other side and I'll show you. So, if you look here, I've marked out where the walls are going to go. So in this space, say, why is the washing machine sitting in the middle of the room? Because it got damaged in the flood, and I had to take it out so the repairman could work on it, and it's sitting there because it's the only space I have for it. That's where it will stay dry from the rain until the new room's built. So I've got to find a place to put it, and the rest of it is building material and my work clothes. So excuse the mess. So the first thing I got to do is move this stuff out the way, and sadly move this big bush out the way, so I can get to the road, which is in there. So this ground here was the same height as the road. But when that last big flood came through, they raised the roads to protect the other houses, and I managed to sit in here by myself. Nobody come to help, but it's okay. Jan helped me, and I survived. So this has got to go. It's got two papaya trees which aren't doing anything. But this plant here with the ivy, they have purple flowers. You can see one trying to come out here. So all this is going to have to come out. This here was originally built with steel, but now most people use galvanized so you don't get the rust. So what's the plan? Well, the plan is to build a room back here. You can see the wall. It goes all around, all the way across the back and around up to the road. So that room would be 6 meters wide by 7 meters long, and mainly it's going to be a restroom, you know, pot, shower and sink here, and then there'll be a small kitchen, basically a sink and a board and a place, a worktop, and a place for a fridge. This small, because I still use the kitchen in the house. But if it floods, I can't use the kitchen, but I can use this one because this is going to be raised up. So this is you can see here, this is the level of the road right now. I've got that by, what I did is I put a block on the road and put a 6 meter piece of 2x2 across from the road, put a spirit level on it, and brought it here. So that's the road plus 30 centimeters. So I might put it up just a little tiny more. So what's going to happen is dig down here, right? Dig this down about 18 inches, and then make a wall, concrete wall, that wide, up to this height, all the way around. And it's the same as I did with the carport when I raised the carport. So when I disappeared and didn't talk for a long time, that's what I was doing, because I just couldn't do everything. So I disappeared and built, so when I disappeared, I built this concrete wall, raised up some steps over there, and then raised the carport up 1.20 meters, and put, so you have the wall all the way around the outside. They have this special sand, and I mean, it's different than I've seen before. It's like, I can't describe it, but it's different, finer, I guess. And you put that in the hole, so you remember all the wall all the way around it. You put that in the hole, you wet it and keep packing it down, and then you pour concrete on top of it, rebar. So then you have a square 1 meter above the ground. Well, this would be about 1.30 meters above the ground, and then put concrete on top, and then on top of that is where you build the room, so it won't get flooded. So if that same flood comes next time, the same height, anything over that, it should get across the road somewhere. But you know, they'll fix that, but the water's not coming up that high, even though it can't get across, so I should be safe. So the point is, I have a bathroom, a small kitchen, bedroom, living room, where I can live if the house floods. Last time Jan came and helped me, I don't know how we managed it. Every 20 minutes, we had to wake up in the middle of the night, turn the pumps on, get all the water out, sit back in your chair, set your alarm for 20 minutes, get back up again. So we did it for like 3 or 4 hour shifts. So if I felt good, I just stayed there, and she felt good, she stayed there, and then we just did that for like a week, until the water went down enough that it wasn't seeping through the walls anymore. But we managed to save everything, didn't lose anything, just but that's how bad it got. So like I said, bathroom will be here, the door to go in will be here, so there'll be a wall coming across at the same height, some steps where I'm standing, a door here, bathroom, kitchen along here, and then probably a kitchen table here with a wall, and then on this side of the wall, and you can literally walk through here, excuse my mess. So you have I'll put like a double bed over here somewhere. In this area here will be a double bed, and facing this way, right, facing this way, so you can see where the wall will be there. So imagine 1.20 meters up or 1.30 meters up, and I'm going to put a big French window here, right here, so I can lay in bed, sit in bed, whatever, and look out. You can see all those little nests there. That's a yellow weaver bird. And maybe trim this back a little bit. Maybe trim that branch back a little bit, but then I'll just sit here and I can just sit in my bed and watch the river. So that's the project. It was supposed to start already, but it was me fiddle-faddling, because I wasn't sure to have it here or another place. The reason I don't like it here is because it's close to the road. But being close to the road and up high, if it floods and I need to get out, I can walk out the front door, across a platform, and I have a gate and step straight onto the road, walk down the road, go open my carport gate, get in the truck and drive somewhere. I don't have to go through water. So that's why it's close to the road, but if it floods, it's easy to get out. That's why I'm thinking about there. So it's higher, and the negative is it's close to the road. The positive is I can get out if it floods. And that's the advantage, disadvantage of living next to the river. The other one is over on the edge of the woods, but that means to get out, I mean, to get from the house to the road, you have to walk through the water. So I'm not getting any younger. So I think this is where it's going to go. So that was very long-winded, but I passed the message. What do you think? Good idea, bad idea? I think good idea. I don't want to spend the money, to be honest with you. But if I want, I could move somewhere. Like I said, this is the thing I talked about, moving to the U.S. because you know, getting stressed out and not knowing what to do. But I think now I'm going to stay here, build this, and then I can carry on living like I normally do, but not have to worry about the flooding, because I'll be up high enough to not, unless the mega flood comes again. If the mega flood comes again, everybody gets wet. But the mega flood was when the dam broke, so hopefully the dam won't break again. But normal flooding, when they don't control, is basically they didn't control the water well. And for the last few years, we've never had any problems because they let the water out in rainy season well before the big rains come. So please leave me a comment in the message in the comments so I can rack my brain thinking some more. So okay guys, thanks so much for listening to all this long story. Look after yourselves. Buckets of blessings. Rivers of peace, joy, and kindness.